Hey, 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 you're waking up with Craig.
Good morning. Welcome back. Wednesday, December 26th. I hope everybody had a great Christmas Eve, great Christmas. Happy holidays to everybody. Safe travels if you're traveling somewhere and if you're still doing Christmas plans. Let's get right to the morning quote though. One step at a time, one punch at a time, one round at a time. Rocky Balboa and Creed. Creed 1, Creed 2, both great movies. I love the Creed series. Let's get right to my game of the day though. BC at Boise State. And for Boise State, you're 10-3. You've had a great year. You've beaten up on Fresno State a couple times. You were in that Mountain West. You had a chance to prove you're a legit team. Go out and prove it. Boise State, 10-3, a very good year. On the other end for me, this is what this game's about. BC. You lost at Purdue. You had a tough loss against them. You didn't show up really against Louisville or Florida State very well. You might have beat them. You didn't play great. Against Clemson, you had college game day there. You were the 17th team. You were all this and that. And you could only score a kick return and a few other points. You didn't put up a ton of points. Your defense played decent, but you just couldn't score. Go out today against Boise State and score, and show me that you're a legit football team. Because 7-5 is just average when you could have been a 10-2, 10-3, 9-4 type of team. And I wish that's where they would have ended up. Celtics yesterday. 121, Sixers 114, OT. Kyrie Irving 40 points. That's my man Kyrie. That's just who the Celtics are. I think Kyrie's gonna have to score over 30 in a lot of wins, or Tatum or someone's gonna have to get up there. I think that the Celtics are starting to find themselves a little bit. I think Kyrie, Tatum, and some of those guys, Hayward especially, is starting to play better. I liked how the other day the Celtics ran the exact same play Hayward got hurt on, and Hayward slammed it down and the bench went nuts. I think that's just a signal that Hayward is back. Thunder, though. Thunder 109, Rockets 113, Harden 41 points, and honestly, a lot of the Rockets wins are when Harden has 30 or 40. That to me, that's what it's going to be. I don't think the Rockets are great. I think they need Harden to score over 30 points if they're going to win any games. I really do. He has to score over 30 every single time they want him to win. There might be games where someone else like Capella or someone else steps up, but they really need Harden to step up. But it's the day after Christmas, one of my favorite days. A lot of people get money on Christmas, and they get money and they go shopping or they return things, they exchange things. So today we're going to do a little special. We're going to do buy or sell. I'm out shopping today, and I hear these things. Am I going to buy that or am I going to sell that? Ravens win a playoff game. I'm going to sell it because here's why. They could be the 4 seed, or that's really where they would end up at this point, as being the 4. And they right now are going to play the Chargers, or if something happened, they would play the Chiefs. I don't think they could beat the Chiefs. I don't think they can beat the Chargers again. I think the Chargers' offense was awful that night. I think the Chargers are just so good. I think with Melvin Gordon, I think with all the receivers, Phillip Rivers is going to make a run this playoffs. I just don't think the Ravens could get it done, and I don't think they could do it against the Chiefs with Patrick Mahomes, Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, and the Williams guy that's running the ball very well. Patriots get back to the AFC Championship. I'm gonna buy it, and right now they're the 2, so they'd have a bye. They'd get the winner of the 3-6 game, so Texans, Colts. I think they could beat either of those teams. I think it would give them a little bit of a challenge, but I think them being at home, they just got to win one game. That's all they got to do, and I really think the Patriots could get that done. The Colts make the playoffs. I'm going to buy it, and the reason why is because I think they're better than the Titans. Late in the year, running the ball on defense works, which the Titans have, but with the Colts, it's just Andrew Luck is so good. He's a top 5 MVP candidate. Marlon Mack is good. Their special teams and defense is playing better. T.Y. Hilton is a stud. Eric Ebron is a Pro Bowl tight end. I just think their offense is going to be too deadly that the Titans can't keep up. Celtics get back to the Eastern Finals. I'm going to buy it. And I think by the time that time comes around, April, March, all that time, when you really got to start playing your best basketball, I think that Kyrie, Tatum, Hayward, Horford, Rozier, Brown, Smart, I can go on and on with these guys. I think they start playing better basketball. I really do. I think They probably won't have to play the Raptors. It'll be a 2 or a 3, so they might get the Bucks or the Sixers or somebody like that. I think they can beat those teams and get to where they need to be. The Rams win a playoff game. I'm going to sell it. Because I think that the 2 wildcard teams could win, whether it's the Eagles-Vikings and the Seahawks. I think the Seahawks could beat the Cowboys. I think the Eagles-Vikings could beat the Bears. And then the Seahawks would actually be playing the Rams if the Rams stay at the 2. And it's hard to beat a team 3 times in 1 year. It really, really is. That's tough. And even if the Bears win or the Cowboys or whoever, I just think maybe not the Cowboys, but they do run the ball hard. They have a great defense, which has given Jared Goff troubles. We've already seen the Eagles beat them. We saw the Vikings only lost to them by a touchdown. The Rams aren't playing great football. Yes, they just beat Arizona or whoever it was by 20, 30 points. But, they lost to the Bears. They lost to the Eagles. And Jared Goff scares me at quarterback in the playoff time. Eagles make the playoffs. I'm going to sell it. I actually do think that Redskins game is going to be tougher than people think. But I think the Eagles win that by probably 2 touchdowns. But it might be a little bit closer. I think the Vikings, this is do or die for Kirk Cousins. And he needs to win at home. You have a home playoff game. Your 16-game season comes down to 1 game. Week 17. Kirk, $84 million. $28 a year, whatever you're getting this year. Everyone else is giving you crap. Shut them up and win this big game. Win the game and keep the Eagles out of the playoffs. Red Sox, AL favorites. I'm going to buy it. The Astros are coming, though. I will be honest about that. The Astros are good, and they have been good, and they will be good for a long time. I just think that the Red Sox have something special right now with Mookie Betts, with Benintendi, with J.D. Martinez, Steve Pearce, and all this Evaldi getting back. That's a huge sign. I think the Sox are still the AL favorites, but playing with the Rays and the Yankees is a lot tougher than what the Astros have to deal with. So that is something to keep our eyes on, although the Athletics are good too. Clemson wins by double digits against Notre Dame. I'm going to buy it, but I think double digits, it's going to be 10. I really think that's going to be a close game. I'm interested to see, though. Clemson doesn't have a star D tackle with Lawrence, and they don't have a couple other guys due to fill in their drug tests, which we're going to talk about Thursday and Friday as we get closer to the college football playoffs. That's an interesting scene. Bama, I guess, lost some guys, too. I just read in the paper today. So I'm interested to see who plays and who doesn't. Saints making the Super Bowl. I'm going to buy it. Do I think they're going to win it? They would have a good shot, but get there, yeah. Everything has to go through New Orleans. I don't see anyone going in there and beating them. Yes, anything can happen any given Sunday, Al Pacino. But if I could choose my best option, I'd choose the Saints, playing at home, winning at home. Kamara, Ingram, Thomas, Tre'Quan Smith, Drew Brees, Taysom Hill, Sean Payton. They're too good. And the Saints getting home field, it's just huge. Bears win a playoff game. I'm going to sell it because right now they're 3, and they would play either the Eagles or Vikings in the first round. And I think the Eagles with Nick Foles could really give them a game. I think their defense is very strong. It could give Trubisky problems. I think the Vikings at the same time score enough points and their defense is playing better. So with them, I gotta wait and see until what happens this Sunday. But even if they get to the 2 seed, now you gotta play either the Rams or someone. So now if you get the Rams, I don't think you're beating the Rams again. But you could, like I said before, Jared Goff he scares me. So if you're the 2 seed, you have a better chance. But I think if you're the 3 and you have to play the Eagles or the Vikings, those are a tough first round matchup. But like I say, once you get to the dance, anything can happen. This Sunday is all the final games, so I'm really looking forward to it. Some of the biggest games to me, and one game I want to talk about in particular real quick is Ravens-Browns, because the Ravens control their own fate. But at the same time, Baker, the Browns, and Greg Williams are playing well. The Browns are, next year they could be a playoff team, and I really mean that. And if not, they could be a 7 or 8 win team. They could be a 7-win team this year. They're 6-8-1 right now. I'm impressed with what I've seen from the Browns, and they're a good football team. And moving forward, I'm very interested to see what they do. They gotta hire Greg Williams. That's my biggest thing to the Browns. Browns, listen, hire Greg Williams, please. He's a good football coach. He represents the dog pound. But that's the big game for me this weekend. Ravens-Browns. Do the Ravens get in, or do the Steelers win and hop in over them? Either team, I don't think I've seen enough from the Ravens or the Steelers this year. But playoffs, anything can happen. Watch that BC Boise State game today at 1:30. Thank you for listening, and keep on